Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs and Fuego. We're documenting the journey of incredible entrepreneurs, such as Ruben, Greth.
How are you, man?
Doing well. Real estate marketing specialist, Cap Core Real Estate. Why Cap? Is that because of the cap rate?
Well, Cap Core is
or what? Why Cap?
Actually, that's the my broker. That's his business. So I'm one of his new agents. Interestingly enough, back during the crash, I was buying a lot of multifamily property with my partners.
Right.
I was spending time on YouTube raising capital for different types of projects, and in the process of getting my feet wet and learning about multifamily investing, I found out who I trusted as a real estate agent and who I didn't. And then when I came back around and got my real estate license, I decided to hang my license with the person I trusted the most, the guy that always treated me right during my real estate transactions back during the day.
That's very good. So you were doing it as an investor.
I was.
And so you were dealing with a lot of real estate agents, real estate brokers, and you had to kind of just find the person who you identified the most and the person that was honest enough to guide you through the labyrinthian process, which is called real estate investing.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Another part of it is actually most investors are actually known for not really liking realtors because they don't think outside of the box. A lot of realtors are just really focused on their commission and want to sell a house, and maybe occasionally they someone throws a fourplex in their direction and says, hey, you sold my house, you did a great job, can you sell this fourplex, or can you sell this investment property? And they don't really have the conceptual ability to think outside of the box or think creatively or offer something to their client that is not a typical type of offer, maybe something that has some type of creative finance, or maybe an offer for a seller carryback, or some type of seller finance, or something that's not usual.
So they don't think in terms of
they're like,
creative.
No, I'm not even going to bother to give this to my seller. Like, when you have cash, then call me. And then you're just like, well, all right, man, let me take my business somewhere else. So
got it.
I think
that is very frustrating.
It is. I think a lot of people, it was one of the reasons I didn't want to become a real estate agent to begin with, because I was so frustrated with all the people that I dealt with. But occasionally and over time, you find out who you want to deal with. And my broker, Patrick O'Sullivan of Capcore Real Estate, was always a straight shooter, and pretty much did whatever I said, and was able to find me properties as well.
And when you say he did whatever you said, what you're saying is that he was creative enough to understand the transaction in ways that other less experienced realtors did not understand, and perhaps thought that the shortest way between 2 points was just a cash transaction. Whereas you are trying to create, based on your experience, based on what you know, based on your education, a creative way to put in the transaction together in such a way that it will benefit all the parties involved. Perhaps applying a little bit of the seller carryback concepts or creative financing concepts that you have and you're very adroit at using.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would think the other parts of his business and his personality that I liked was that he wasn't stubborn, and he would listen to the investor and think of things from the investment point of view, from the investor's point of view.
Gotcha.
So I like that about him.
What made you go into real estate to begin with?
My father was actually president of the Hispanic Chamber. Right, back then they called it the Mexican Chamber of Commerce. But he was a doctor, colonel in the Army, and also a real estate investor. And he died when I was young, but he used to drive me around in his Ford Explorer truck, and he would tell me, like, I didn't make my money as a doctor, I didn't make it in the military, I made it in real estate. Like, this is an avenue that you should consider. I don't know exactly what his words were. I was a 6-year-old kid at the time, but that always, resonated with me. And he passed away early and left us a nice portfolio. So we still have some of those properties. We've reinvested them, sold them off. We have a property in Sedona right on the creek, and some other properties in our portfolio. And he always did single family dwellings, and for some reason I was always gravitated to the concept of multifamily, and that's the niche that I like to
so
particularly.
Real estate, is fair to say, is in your blood, because it just started with your father. And all right, so now you're an investor but also a real estate agent. And recently you joined a challenge with Jennifer Greth
of Q Live.
Q Live, and it was an open casting call for Entrepreneurs in Fuego radio show. And you are putting yourself open out there for everybody to see a transformation that you committed to.
I'm very excited about it.
Tell us about it.
Well, I got, just like you said, I got an email actually. I think it was from Entrepreneurs in Fuego, and I was at a point where like I was struggling to get my focus together. You know, like I recently went through a breakup, and like I haven't really been doing as well in real estate as I want to, and I've kind of just like been in a lull and a rut, and like I've been, you know, making poor nutrition choices. And I got to the point where I got so frustrated, you know, looking in the mirror, not having the success that I wanted. And then, bam, this email shows up, and it's like, you know, casting call, lose weight in front of people, you know. And then there's an entrepreneur aspect that says, we'll hold you accountable to your business and basically help you grow as a business entrepreneur.
That's right. Yeah.
And I got really excited about it, and I was like, I wrote her, and I was like, what do I need to do? How much ass do I need to kick in order to be one of your candidates? Because I want to do this with you. And she liked that email.
She was very impressed.
I was the very first person she called, actually, because she liked my email. So I went in and got the interview and was just kind of like, I'm doing this, you know, like whether you invite me into your program or not, like I'm out here working out. I was already working out. I was already starting to eat healthy, but like with that extra level of accountability, and then the concept of being viewed, you know, that holds your accountability to an even higher level.
Oh, yes.
And I was just like, I am all for this, because I can work out for 6 weeks or whatever, but like I want enduring, lifelong, you know, transformation. Yep. Exactly. Not just physically, but also in my business. And you know, I've interviewed real estate coaches. I've interviewed other fitness programs, personal development programs, and I was just kind of like, this is the best overall opportunity for me to get over a broad spectrum of areas of my life the coaching that I desire and the accountability that I desire. So I got really excited about it.
That's cool. Appreciate that. And I'm going to share a secret with you that perhaps you do not know.
What's that?
Is that Jennifer received, we're talking about Jennifer Greth's Q Life, and phenomenal person. And she received, I believe, in upwards of, or close to about 100 people that replied to the email that wanted to be part of the show. She only picked 5. And you are the first person that she picked. She was so impressed with it. She shared that with me, cool. And I don't know if she shared that with you. She's probably very very busy kicking your ass as she's kicking mine myself.
Man. And we had a great workout this morning.
And one of the things that is cool about this is that it enables us to kind of refocus not only on the physical aspect, right, but also on the mental aspect. It kind of just brings you back, gives you a little bit of that tweak that you need in order to go from good to great. And that's what you do. I really appreciate you coming on the show today. For everybody that is going to be following the video transformation of Ruben, today's date is September the 30th, 2016. You see, I could say that. I didn't forget.
I'm going to go after it, guys.
He's going to go after it.
I'm already going after it.
You're already doing it because this is your second week into it?
Yeah, I think today is day 11.
Day 11,
like that.
Nobody's counting, as you can see. So today is day 11, and you have about maybe a 90-day challenge, a 90-day transformation. So we're going to follow you, and you're going to be on the radio this Sunday. We have
looking forward to it.
We have a radio show as well. I mean, we'll do all those places. KFNX 1100. That's a shout out for you, Francis. And we will see you on the radio. We will see you again on the show, and we're going to track your progress. And I can tell you, man, like I told you privately and off the air, I says, you inspire me. Anybody that takes a challenge like this in front of thousands and thousands of people is admirable.
Thank you, man. Same to you, man. You're with Jen Greth is doing the same challenge, right?
Just kicking my ass, don't tell anybody.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Don't go anywhere. With that, we're out.